Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm very happy to have you here, guys. Today I want to share my thoughts on one of the latest releases from Arabiyat. This is called Lamsat Harir Dubai Chocolate. Now, the team from Dubai Collection sent me their set, which includes the eau de parfum, the 100 ml eau de parfum, and also this perfume spray. So I will let you know how this fragrance smells like, if it reminds me of other fragrances, do I enjoy it, who I feel like would enjoy it, how it performs. Basically, I will give you all the details. So let's just start. So guys, this fragrance, in all honesty, when I saw Lamsat Harir Dubai Chocolate, in my mind there were like two possibilities. First possibility, it would just smell like straight up like Dubai chocolate, hence the color and the design and everything. And the second possibility in my mind was that it would smell like Lamsat Harir, the OG Lamsat Harir, with an added chocolate and maybe some nuts, maybe some kunafa accord or something like this. Well, to my shock and to my surprise, it smells neither like Lamsat Harir, so it's not a flanker to Lamsat Harir, and it also doesn't smell like Dubai chocolate, like I don't know, like pistachio kunafa from Amfar. So yeah, the way this fragrance smells like kind of shook me in a way, because I was not expecting it. This to me smells like candy, but let me just spray it and I will tell you how it smells. So yeah, also, what do you think about this spray? Do you use this kind of sprays? Do you enjoy including them in your fragrance ritual? Personally, I'm not really the biggest fan. I mean, it's nice as a gift set, for instance, for someone. It's nice to have something like this, but I don't find myself particularly reaching for body sprays or this kind of perfume sprays in general. But it's interesting to see, Kylie also released their like continuous mists, body sprays, something like this. This also has a continuous mist. Let me just show you. Do you see? I think it's nice for like a touch up throughout the day. I can already smell it everywhere in the air. Let me just spray this fragrance. I will spray it on a piece of paper, but I've smelled this fragrance on my skin multiple times. Let me just spray it there. And let's see. So you guys, I'd say this: if you love fragrances like Mula Mula, if you love fragrances like Yara, the OG, Yara Candy, or even Bouquet of Euphoria, I'd say this one, Lamsat Harir Dubai Chocolate, will be definitely your cup of tea. This opens up with a lot of different fruity facets, but think everything fruity, I don't know, like lemon, something peachy, nectarine, like, and strawberry, but imagine that in a hard candy format. So right from the opening, this smells edible. This smells like hard sugared candies. I will add it here on the screen. So in the opening, like I've mentioned, I pick up a little bit of everything, like a lemon, hard candy, like something peachy, nectarine, like hard candy, and a little bit of strawberry. But give it like what, 4 to 5 minutes, and out of all the fruity facets, to me it's the strawberry and the raspberry that shine the most. And not only that they shine, but they become one of the pillars of the fragrance. So in 5 minutes, let's say, the strawberry, like I've mentioned, starts to shine much more, and it smells like those strawberry milk candies. I will add here some pictures with those kind of candies on the screen. So if you think like a strawberry milkshake in a hard candy format, I'd say this is how the strawberry accord plays into the composition, but it has that fake artificial strawberry, almost of a flavor even, because it feels so edible. It could pass as a flavor almost for a candy. So think somewhat of a similar strawberry like you have in Mula Mula, like you have in Mojo from Twins Paris, like you have in Kashaf by Latafa, like you have in Red Velvet from Maison Asrar. It's that kind of fake artificial strawberry. But this has a hard candy undertone about it, with a soft raspberry. The raspberry feels, again, it doesn't feel as sugary as the candy. It doesn't feel as sugary as the strawberry feels, but to me it adds something like sweet and tart to the composition, sweet, tart, and crisp. So I'd say this strawberry milk hard candy accord with the raspberry are the spotlights, and then slowly but surely, as the fragrance keeps evolving, this, by the way, it's not a linear fragrance. This keeps evolving and evolving. It never fully leaves the edible gourmand hard candy territory. But what happens, again, like 30 minutes, like 20, 25, 30 minutes in, the base gets much more creamy. So you remember in the opening, it felt like a hard candy sugary texture, Now you still have that hard candy sugary texture, but in the background, it's almost like the coconut with the vanilla, and again, something like a creamy milky sandalwood, all together create this beautiful, dense, warm, soft, creamy, and a little bit of a frothy, of a milky accord in the background. Yeah, this definitely has something slightly lactonic leaning. Now I can't say lactonic like a glass of milk, but I do think that all of these facets combined do give off this almost like a milky lactonic undertone. I can't really say coconut milk to me. It's almost like a milk with something like a melted ice cream, that type of vibe. So this is a sweet fragrance. Now, I wouldn't say this has any resemblances to Lamsat Harir. If you love that fragrance, if you're hoping for this fragrance to be Lamsat Harir with a gourmand herbal Dubai chocolate undertone, it's not. Or if you're hoping for this fragrance to smell like the actual Dubai chocolate, it doesn't smell like that. But I have to say, this fragrance has its own beauty. Now, what I think, I mean, I get why they chose this kind of colors, you know, maybe this was released when Dubai chocolate was extremely viral, trending, everyone wanted to try it, to eat it, to, I don't know, make all types of desserts with it. In the perfume world, of course, you saw a lot of brands coming out with fragrances that are supposed to embody or smell like Dubai chocolate. But I think maybe they have missed a little bit, because, for instance, if I were to blindly look at this fragrance online, I wouldn't be as intrigued. I mean, I like how Dubai chocolate tastes. I enjoy what Anfar did with the DNA, with pistachio kunafa, but realistically, how many fragrances that smell like Dubai chocolate do you need in your collection? You know what I mean? So even though I do enjoy the scent of Dubai chocolate, I can't say that it's a scent profile that I'm eager to have everything of it in my collection. So I think where they have missed is with those people who I love this DNA in general. But like I've mentioned, to not get too sidetracked, if I were to look at it online, and I would see it's Lamsat Harir Dubai chocolate, for me that wouldn't be really something that would spark my interest. Let's say I would look at the notes, I would add the notes here in case I haven't added them by now, and I would be like, the notes might be wrong, or like the notes breakdown might be different than the OG notes breakdown, or anyways. But the thing is, don't look at this fragrance and think this will smell, like I've mentioned, like Lamsat Harir or like Dubai chocolate, because it's not. And I actually think this is a good thing. Personally, I enjoy what they did with Lamsat Harir, but I can't say that it's a scent profile that it's like me in a bottle, you know? Whereas this kind of fragrance somehow reminds me very much of the energy of Mula Mula. So it has this, I'm smelling it here on my blouse, it has this beautiful lightheartedness, playfulness, something a little bit sensual, but in a very flirty and playful and girly manner. This to me just smells funny, smells happy, smells uplifting. And again, I told you the energy it gives me similar to Mula Mula, to Mojo, to Kashaf by Latafa, even though Kashaf by Latafa has some more depth about it. But I'd say, you know, like Yara Candy, Yara, Bouquet of Euphoria, if these are your kind of fragrances, then most definitely this will be your kind of fragrance as well. Not to say that you need another one, but let's just say maybe you were curious to try something that features a strawberry accord, and the strawberry truly shines, you guys. And it's different, you guys. All these fragrances, by the way, all the fragrances I've shown to you today have strawberry, but the strawberry in Yara Candy is a little bit different. Yara Candy to me smells like strawberry flavored cake frosting. So it does have something slightly lactonic, slightly strawberry, but it's more cake frosting for some reason. This is how it translates to my nose, with some floral facets in the background and a sweet mandarin orange accord. Now, Bouquet of Euphoria to me, I'd say this is more vanillic forward. This is more vanillic forward with a soft burnt sugary undertone about it. So yeah, you do pick up pink. This smells pink and girly and bubbly and cutesy and dainty, you know, but it's not as strawberry forward as Lamsat Harir Dubai chocolate is. And also in Yara Candy, I feel like with Yara Candy, the opening doesn't give you much strawberry, but I do find somehow similarities with Yara Candy from the heart part on. I don't think they smell alike. I don't think that Yara Candy smells like Lamsat Harir Dubai chocolate. But especially from the heart part, so basically from the moment Yara Candy becomes to my nose more of a strawberry flavored milkshake with something creamy banana like and a little bit of vanilla, it does remind me again of this fragrance from Arabiyat, But this is different. The strawberry feels like hard candy. The strawberry accord is extremely similar to the strawberry accord you have in Mula Mula from Byron and in all the other inspirations, Mojo from Twins Paris. And if you know me, you know I love sugary fast acting fragrances and I love strawberry, especially in the hard candy format. So these are my thoughts in terms of how this fragrance smells like. In the last bit of the dry down, I still feel like that strawberry hard candy facet with something remotely similar to electronic accord. Again, I think it's the vanilla that comes across almost like a melted vanilla ice cream paired with something lactonic, like maybe from a sandalwood, maybe from the coconut, the way they are done. But they lose a bit of the body, you know, so that lactonic fragrance, so that lactonic accord loses some of the texture, but in a way it does go a little bit more airy without fully losing its body. This is a dense fragrance, this is a complex fragrance, this is a thick fragrance. This is not an airy cloud-like fragrance, no, this feels quite intense and dense, like I've mentioned. So yeah, those are my thoughts in terms of how this fragrance smells like, develops, and also a brief comparison with other fragrances. I know this is said to be an inspiration to Yum Bougie Marshmallow. I have to smell that fragrance again when I go to Sephora. I've smelled it once, but it's not enough to be able to compare the two. So yeah, wait a bit if you are interested to hear my thoughts on the comparison with Yum Bougie Marshmallow from Kayali. I might give you an update in a future video. So yeah, now that I've tried this fragrance and I saw how much I like that hard candy facet with something creamy lactonic, I'm really curious to try other fragrances that are inspired by Yum Bougie Marshmallow. Yeah, we'll see about that. So yeah, now performance. Let me briefly touch on performance. So currently at this moment on, expect anywhere from 5 to 6 hours on the skin. I'd say even more so 5.5 hours, 6 hours. Could be of course, performance on skin varies. As for projection, sillage, to me, I'd say medium projection at maximum. I don't think this is the kind of fragrance that feels or acts or behaves like a beast mode fragrance. But maybe this scent profile in a beast mode version would be a bit too juvenile in a way. I don't know, to me, the trick with this kind of fragrances, they could come across as juvenile, but just like Mula Mula, I don't find Mula Mula juvenile. I found Mula Mula to be flirtiness and playfulness in a bottle. It's naughty, it's feminine, it's a bit wild, it's a bit, you know, provocative. Now this gives me somewhat similar vibes, but a bit more girly and well behaved. But yeah, of course, this is not the kind of fragrance I'd recommend you to try or to test if you're looking for an elegant fragrance. If you're looking for a fragrance that exudes, I don't know, like class and sophistication. I think there are other releases from Arabiyat or other brands in general. But I think this is that kind of fragrance I would recommend you to test if you're looking for a fragrance that feels naughty, if you're looking for a fragrance that feels playful, that feels, why not, a bit flirty, a bit girly, a bit feminine, a bit sensual, you know, that's the vibe of this fragrance. But very, not really innocent, but you know, like flirty. I mean, she looks innocent, but she's a bit flirty, you know? Those were my thoughts on this fragrance. Thank you so much for watching. Like I've mentioned, maybe I will update you, not maybe, for sure I will mention this in the maturation update video. And maybe I will mention there the similarities with other fragrances that are also inspired by Yum Bougie Marshmallow by Kayali. Because now I'm curious to try more fragrances in this scent genre, because I really appreciate what they did with the hard candy strawberry accord here. It reminds me a lot of the hard candy strawberry facet in Mula Mula, but with a different base. So thank you so much for watching. Also, I haven't mentioned, but this is ultra versatile for layering, but maybe I will film a short where I will show you some of my favorite layering combos with this fragrance. If you're interested in trying out this fragrance, always please sample, always please buy a sample, buy a decant. Wait a bit if you're curious. Wait a bit until you get a chance to test it. Try not to blind buy fragrances. If you have any questions, maybe I haven't touched upon some aspects when it comes to this fragrance, feel free to leave your questions in the comment section and I promise that I will get back to you. Also, thank you very much to the team from Dubai Collection for sending me this fragrance. It was a very fun and unexpected surprise, honestly. I was not expecting this fragrance to smell the way it does. Let me just say this. I thought, in all honesty, I thought it would smell like Dubai chocolate. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, you guys. I will see you in my next video. I hope you enjoyed the video. Yeah, if you want to tell me anything again, put it in the comment section. Don't forget you can follow me on Instagram. But yes, I will see you in my next video. But until then, I want to wish you an amazing day wherever you are. Bye, guys.